Hoy! Ano mo? What's up YouTube? Ako nga pala si Crazy Ivan. Welcome to my channel. So balik na tayo sa Nuke'S Top 5. Ito, Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos to make you close the app. Medyo matagal-tagal to, 38 minutes. Kasi top 10, di ba yung mga pinapanood natin, top 5 lang. Ito, top 10 na. Medyo matagal-tagal. Pero sana hindi kayo maboring kasi kung ano yung magiging reaction natin, yun. Kung ano yung magiging reaction nyo rin habang pinapanood nyo ako, pati itong Nuke'S Top 5, yun lang. Huwag tayo OA. So wag na natin patagalin to. Simulan na natin habang maaga pa. Medyo maaga-aga pa kasi siguro mga alas 4 pa lang. Hindi pa masyadong gabi. Pero magta-try ako ng gabi na manonood ako na itong Nuke'S Top 5. Para na rin ako nanonood ng mga series na movie. So, let's do this. Let's go. Number 10.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Mistaken identity.
Mistaken
The next few
identity.
videos were uploaded to TikTok by a widower from Tennessee who prefers to keep his identity anonymous. He says that he's experienced some odd things in his house over the last 11 years. But recently the activity has become much more extreme. He sets up security cameras to capture the bizarre incidents. And he says that he believes that the spirit might be the ghost of his beloved deceased wife coming back to visit him. So early one morning before heading out to work, the man walks into the kitchen to discover this.
Well, as you can see, it's morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I got to get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys are right that activity seems to be picking up because I've been doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, this stove, the oven hood there. But this morning...
alam ko na, kinakwento niya siguro yung nangyari nung kinagabihan. Siguro nakuha na niya rin ng video, no?
When I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open, and then I noticed this chair. So I checked the Ring video, and it definitely freaked me out. So...
ayun na, sinasabi ko na nga ba eh. Shit. Ayun na. Sari ko na eh. Ayun. Nakakaba naman yung sounds. Kitang-kita yun.
When he reviews his Ring cam footage, it shows a chair sliding all around the kitchen on its own. And then a pale white figure seems to appear from nowhere and violently tosses the chair to the floor. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn. Because one day the man starts to hear something walking up and down his hallway. He goes to investigate, and what happens next chills him to his core.
Hey everyone, remember I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching?
Gagi, naiiyak siya.
It started walking towards me.
Bakit? Hindi nakakaaway matanda.
And I feel a hand on my back.
Kagi. May nakahawak daw sa likod niya.
I heard someone whisper.
Ano, may third eye siguro to.
Faint. But when I heard it walking away from me, I finally felt like I could move, and I ran. The whispering
takot na takot siya. Ayaw kasi siya lubayan ng multo.
It was a voice. It was a lot of people. His people seem stuck.
May third eye to, may third
They were
eye.
all saying, help me. Hey guys.
Ano, nakakatakot ang itsura mo.
Hall Walker is back.
Ang creepy ng itsura niya.
Hallway and see if I can hear.
Parang manhid na siya sa mga multo eh. Nagpaparamdam sa kanya eh, no?
That sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there.
Ay, naglalakad. Help me. Yun nga yung sinasabi niya. Gusto magpatulong sa kanya.
That was like somebody.
Ba't kasi ayaw niya pa umalis dyan?
That was somebody right behind me. It felt like their face was right here. Like they were really tall. That's not my wife.
The man weeps uncontrollably as he explains that he felt a hand on his back and heard
Parang
multiple
konti na lang
voices
madidepress
that
na siya
seemed to
eh.
be begging him for help.
Ayun, no? Ayun, naawa ako dito sa lalaki. Takot na takot siya talaga eh. Kati.
The man no longer believes that the presence haunting his home is the spirit of his deceased wife. He now believes that it might be multiple spirits, or perhaps even something more sinister. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What's wrong with this picture?
Number 9.
This next spooky
What's
video
wrong
was
with
posted to Reddit
Secretary
by a
Kim?
mysterious account that has since disappeared. The Reddit user claimed that a friend took a very odd iPhone Live photo of their family. Now, for those who don't know, an iPhone Live photo records 1.5 seconds of video before and after a picture is taken. So the photographer says that everyone in this picture was accounted for, except for one disturbing extra.
Na may dumaan ah. O yun.
As the photo is taken, a bizarre white figure on all fours appears out of nowhere and crawls out of sight. Strangely enough, whatever this is was not there in the photo and just seems to appear out of thin air. According to the Reddit post, the person who recorded the live photo has no idea who or what this could be. So, what do you think this is?
Photobomber yan.
Really haunted.
Number 8.
For the last 3 years, Lee from the Paranormal
Ito yung
YouTube channel
ano,
Really Haunted has been
Ito
documenting
yung
terrifying
tinulak ng
paranormal
multo sa anong
activity that he
kwarto.
and his wife
Kung
have been
napanood niyo
experiencing.
kung napanood niyo yung video ko na Nuke'S top 5 rin. Yung bago ko i-upload to. Yung napanood niyo, siya yung lalaking tinulak sa sa kwarto. Ayun, pinapakita.
Inside their home in England. The supernatural events have become increasingly
Angkati.
more extreme and
Wala na.
violent throughout the years. And Lee says that he is desperate to find a solution to his paranormal problem.
Hi guys, so over the last few nights it's been absolutely crazy in the house. I don't remember last time I had a good night's sleep lately, if I'm being honest.
Kitang-kita sa camera.
Now Lee keeps static cameras set up in his bedroom and living room that constantly record. Late one night, he and his wife Stacy are sleeping peacefully in bed. when the static camera catches something truly unnerving.
Ako nakaramdam yung aso. Pag mga aso talaga, mabilis makaramdam yan. Ay na naman yung kumakatok eh. Sarap naman ang tulog nila. Ako, ano yun? Ba't may nagalaw dun? Nahulog. Parang takot na takot yung mga aso, no?
These poor little dogs grow increasingly upset as they hear loud bangs coming from somewhere
Mga aso
in
na
the house.
nakakarinig eh.
Then a small teddy bear appears to be lifted up into the air
Teddy bear
by
pala
some
yun.
sort of odd smoke-like
Umangat.
entity. Lee decides to change up his recording equipment and adds an SLS Connect camera to the mix to see what it might capture. Late one night when Lee is alone and fast asleep in bed, this happens.
Ano meron? Bigla to eh. Yung drawing na yan yung ano, kung may tao ba o wala. Lululul. Ngayon ko lang nagit. Kumakit. Ayun yung tao, nakatabi mo lang. Ang galing naman ang ano na yun. Jump pa rin sa tabi niyo. Ayun na. Nawala na.
The SLS camera picks up a figure walking around Lee's bedroom, and it seems to have a strange interest in Lee's bedside table. The figure then climbs onto the bed.
Tapos,
Next, it seems to creepily lean right over Lee to violently knock over the bedside table. Later, a static camera in the living room records something absolutely terrifying. Did you see it? As the light flickers on and off for just a fraction of a second, a very tall, dark figure can be seen standing in Lee's living room. Lee says that this footage is the creepiest thing he's ever recorded in his home, and it has left him terrified. But what do you think is going on here? Is Lee's home, quote, really haunted? You can watch many more scary videos of Lee's paranormal encounters over on his YouTube channel, Really Haunted. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Watch your back.
Number
this next
7.
video was sent directly to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Elias, who lives in Brazil. Elias says that he usually records videos while playing the piano just to help him memorize the chords that he's learned. But this time, he accidentally records something very creepy. Elias is terrified when he sees a dark silhouette standing behind him in the reflection of his TV. He quickly turns around, but there's nothing there. So could Elias have recorded a paranormal entity on camera? As always, I leave it up to you to decide. Lost. Paranormal investigation team Ochai,
Japanese
Uchida,
horror.
Nagao, and cameraman
Sana wala tong
Minaguchi
blurred.
from the YouTube channel
Mga pinapanood kong
Zozozo
Japanese,
traveled to
puro
the
blurred
allegedly haunted Shinshu Kanko Hotel in Nagano, Japan. The ominous sprawling hotel
Japanese
was built
yokai
in
kasi yun.
1951 and now resembles a creepy maze-like structure after repeated expansions and renovations for over 46 years. The hotel eventually declared bankruptcy in 1997
Grabe,
and was
sira-sira
left
na yung building.
abandoned. And now here's where things get weird. Because not one but 3 different demolition companies have attempted to tear down the Shinshu Kanko Hotel. All of them failed, went bankrupt, and were forced to stop.
Hotel pala to na na-bankrupt.
Creepiest of all, the managing director of one of those companies just disappeared completely. Another demolition manager claimed that he was pushed down a staircase by some invisible force. Workers on the demolition teams found the experience unnerving. They would complain of hearing the unexplained creepy laughter of women throughout the hotel's winding halls. Many believe that the maze-like construction of the hotel is the reason why spirits have become lost and trapped in an eternal search for the way back out. While the Zozozo team explores the large hotel, they begin to hear disturbing sounds coming from somewhere nearby.
何ここ何これどういう何これ失礼しますどういう部屋なんだこれちょっと待って何の音ですかいやめっちゃショートしてましたよ上からショートしましたよ今なんだこれちょっと待って待ってね怖い何の音マジで何の音なんか泣いてるやばいいややばいなんかもう何の音俺ら以外いんのかな
我々以外にいるんじゃないですか普通にその肝試しに来てる地元の方
ちょっとさ音が異常だよね普通に歩いてる感じの音だよね
誰かが動いてること扉開けたり足音だったりなんかどかしたり普通に誰かとバッティングしてる可能性はあるんで
バッティングだったらまだいいけど
The team hears the sound of footsteps and something that sounds almost like the crying of a child. They wonder if they might not be alone in the building, but they continue to explore. That's when they spot something terrifying.
の建物の構造ですよこれなんかめっちゃ足音した
May sumusunod na sa
何
inyo.
ですか
わかんない
これ人じゃないか
わかんない
見えないですか一番この突き当たりの扉みたいな穴開いてますよね穴っていうか、あそこ人立ってないですかカメラ見てもらえます
わかんない別に来るけど何怖い
行ってみます
ちょっと待っていや
何
本当に人がいるの
ちょっと待って
声かけすいません
Pag sumagot yan.
すいません。びっくりともしないですよ。
見えますよね。
見えますね。
見えますよね。
気づくと僕は確かに見えるんです。すいません。
すいません。動かないもん、動かないもん。
じゃ危ない。これは本当に危ないから。
一応消えましょ
なんかもうそう言われたらそうにしか見えないんだもん。
めちゃくちゃ震える。
でもさ、本当に違う、さすがに違うよね。
いや、わかんないですけど。
いや、もうちょっとや。
木ですか？違いますよね。ちょっと待って。
なんかちょっと鳥肌が止まらないんですけど。
ちょっと。外だ。
木で。違う。
Daan yan, dead end na yan.
人隠れてるとかマジで本当に怖い。外、完全に外。もう外、ほら、建物終わってる。
うわ。崖じゃん。下崖じゃん。
The Zozozo team sees someone standing in a doorway at the end of a hall and start to freak out. When the dark footage is enhanced, it becomes clear that there is indeed an odd figure just standing there, seeming to stare right at them. As they move closer to investigate, the figure now seems to have disappeared into thin air. But that's not all, because the most disturbing encounter of the night is something that the group did not even notice. At one point, the team splits up to explore different parts of the building. Uchida and Nagao are alone and making their way towards the rooftop when they capture something absolutely terrifying.
長年手つかずだったところが去年の秋に解体が始まった。
去年2018年の秋頃に、6月か6月に始まって去年の2018年の秋頃に、
それがピタッと
Hindi na yun nakita.
Did you see it? Uchida and Nagao are completely unaware as they walk right past someone
Nakatalikod yun yung siguro
standing in one of
nagpakita
the
sa kanya
hotel
kanina.
rooms. The creepy stranger is facing the wall, seemingly unconcerned as the two investigators pass. The Zozozo team never even noticed this person while filming. The figure was pointed out in YouTube comments. The Zozozo team has no idea who this is. They believe that it could just possibly be one of the spirits trapped in the old hotel. But what do you think these eerie apparitions could be? Let me know down below. Exploration gone wrong.
Exploration.
26-year-old Magnus Rizmir has always had an interest in hiking, and his YouTube channel is dedicated to his explorations of the beautiful countryside of Norway. Almost all of his videos show him hiking, canoeing, or camping, except for one. There is one very bizarre video that Magnus claims was sent to him by a friend.
Abandoned house na naman.
Gamle driten her. Faen, ass.
Ano, mag-isa ka lang? Ano, walang ilaw, men. Hindi ko makita. May ilaw naman pala eh.
Magnus's friend is out hiking in the middle of nowhere.
Visit. Ano yun?
And discovers an old abandoned house. He decides to investigate inside, but regrets his decision almost immediately as something or someone scares the living out of him. Now, whether this video is paranormal, a prank, or maybe even just a very unlucky encounter with a squatter, we'll never know. But what do you think? Real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Boy,
you decide.
Hindi ako natakot, nagulat ako eh.
The road less traveled. TikTok user Rifki from Bengkulu, Indonesia says that he was returning from a quick trip to pick up some items at the local convenience store. But on his way back home, he has a terrifying encounter.
Oke guys, gue baru dari Indomaret dan gue abis belanja di Indomaret dan sekarang aku mau balik ke kos dan di ujung itu kayak ada orang atau apa gue nggak tahu ya guys, dan ini cuma jalan satu-satunya untuk ke kos gue gitu.
Makakita ka ng ganyan sa person.
Oke, kita deketin aja ya, oke? Pelan-pelan.
Makakita ka sa person ng ganyan.
Gue nggak tahu ini orang atau enggak ya.
Lapitan mo pa, mongoloid ka.
Gue gak tahu apa.
Masira ulo ka. Ano, wala.
Kok ngilang anjir? Kemana tuh orang?
Ano, nasaan punta?
Anjir bangsat. Hilang guys.
A strange woman seems to just stand motionless on the side of the road. Rifki is freaked out, and since this is his only way home, he decides to just run past the bizarre woman. But when he turns to look back, she has disappeared. The chilling figure appears to be a woman in a dress with her hair covering her face. Rifki is uncertain of what he has just witnessed and wonders if he captured something paranormal. So is this a real ghost caught on camera, or just someone acting really strange? I leave it up to you to decide. Shivers. Paranormal investigators Casey and Colton from the popular ghost hunting channel Mindseed TV travel to Colorado to spend the night in a house that is isolated in the middle of the dark, snow-covered woods. The house's owner, Sarah, says that when she's in bed at night, she often hears the creepy sounds of children playing outside her window, even though the temperatures are below freezing and there are no neighbors anywhere nearby. Well, Sarah found out that a boy who had previously lived in the house fell through the ice in the creek right behind their home and drowned. Casey and Colton are invited to spend the night at the house to investigate. As they explore the home, they immediately find something very strange.
Hey. This looks like, this looks like dog nose, you know, that drips down. You know what I'm talking about? Like when a dog sticks their nose constantly?
That absolutely does not look like that. It looks like fingers.
Next, the guys decide to venture out into the snowy night to explore the creek behind the house. And things just get weirder.
Ooh.
Hey. Real quick. No bull.
Whoa.
Do these look like adult footprints or?
No.
Those look like kids, right?
When we approached the bridge, we looked down and there was these single file, like, small footprints, definitely smaller than ours.
Here, wait, check this out.
Manit lang pa eh.
I just want to do this for the viewers' sake. This is the size of one of my footprints. That's an adult footprint. Those are tiny, huh?
Yeah. Small child shoes, something just like sprinted across the bridge. You still see the impression of the foot. Look at them, like they ran across it.
Hey, there's no more footprints.
Huh?
There's no more footprints. They stopped. They didn't even get all the way. They got like right here
footprint
on the other side of the creek. But look at the bridge.
Yeah.
They stopped, and there's none around here. That's wild.
That's true.
That is true.
The The Mindseed TV team find what appears to be a child's fingerprints on the house's window and small footprints outside in the snow. They try to make contact with the spirit that might be haunting the home, but they don't really have much luck. So they decide to just set up a static camera and head to bed for the night. But, just like the homeowner Sarah had told them, they hear something strange from outside their bedroom window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ano, may kumakanta. Ang lakas naman yun.
That's weird, dude. I'm gonna. That's weird.
The guys hear a strange sing-song voice coming from outside and decide to head out to investigate. But just as they start to put on their warmer clothing, Casey catches a glimpse of something through the downstairs window. Something downright chilling.
Hey, cut the light. I swear I saw something move outside, and when I asked Colton to turn off the lights, I was not prepared for what we both saw. Hey, cut the light. Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there? Dude, what is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving.
Nawala.
What the is that? Oh, dude. What the, bro? I can't. I thought that was a shadow, bro. It like disappeared. Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird right now, dude.
So the guys have seen fingerprints and footprints, heard childlike singing, and creepiest of all, they now see a small shadowy figure that seems to just be watching them from the bridge across the frozen creek. Now it should be noted the temperature was freezing that night. The snow was thick on the ground, and there were even warning signs of hungry bears in the area. So it seems highly unlikely that anyone would be standing all alone in the dark on that little bridge. But as always, let me know what you think down in the comments. You can watch this entire investigation and many more over on the YouTube channel, Mindseed TV.
What is that? Do you see that right there?
Nakatayo lang, oh. Sabay biglang mawawala.
Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the is that? Oh, dude.
Bilis eh.
What the bro?
What the mama?
I thought that was a shadow, bro. It like disappeared.
Story time. Laura from the YouTube channel Laura's Kitchen regularly uploads fun videos sharing her tasty recipes and love for cooking. One night she decides to go live on YouTube along with her son Max. While telling a story about her son, something happens that shocks them both.
So we bought the dog these buttons, and they're programmed. That one says play, right, when he steps on it? So anyways, for a month, Oscar has been walking around the house saying to me, your mom is dead. And it really got me upset. It was getting me very emotional because she did pass away like 20 years ago. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you know, for a solid month. And then finally he stopped getting a reaction out of me. So we were at the back door and the dog had to pee. And there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button and it goes, your mom's dead. What the What was that?
Vlog pa more.
So anyways, I hear in the back by the stairs,
sa likod niya, ayun lang, cabinet.
Direction. I hear.
Hindi siguro nakaharap yung camera sa kanila kaya hindi nila nakita.
So yeah, that's an evil story. Evil story. Oh my God. Oh, Tracy's saying hi.
May nag-comment na sa live nila.
What else do we hear here? Is my house haunted? Is my house haunted? Why? What's up, Angie? Sorry, typing too fast to spell it right. I don't know. Sometimes I get a feeling there's something happening in my house, but
Yung cabinet daw nagalaw sa likod nyo.
No, yeah, it's haunted. The dog wants to go for a walk. What did she see?
I think I heard something in the background earlier, but
I thought I heard something. Nothing's right. Sorry, typing too fast. That's strange. The cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was? Ah! The f is that? What was that?
oh my
Binabato na kayo.
What the hell?
Right as Laura is talking about her mother, a kitchen cabinet opens and closes very quickly on its own. Laura hears something, but shrugs it off and continues to tell her story. Now remember that all of this happened live on YouTube. So in Laura's live YouTube comment feed, one of her worried viewers warns her about what just happened. Laura is confused and goes to inspect the cabinet. Then all hell breaks loose. A week later, and Laura's back on YouTube and reflects on what happened that night.
That night, I didn't sleep awake. Absolutely petrified. My husband came home. I didn't call him at work because I figured he would tell me I was being dramatic, and I didn't want to hear it. But anyways, small and short of it, the next morning, I went to the kitchen. I'm the first one up to get everything ready for the kids for school. And I felt normal. There was no bad feelings. It was completely peaceful. It doesn't feel like it was bad. And the more that I watched the video over, the more things kind of like, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe it was my mom. It's just too coincidental because we were talking about my mom. We were telling the story. And as soon as I said that last line about my mom is when that started happening. And the weird thing is, if you look at all my videos since over a year and a half ago, if you notice in the kitchen, oh, you can't see it from that angle. Hold on. I keep my mom right here, and she sits underneath the cupboard that was opening up. So is it coincidence? Is it my mom? If it is, do I want to stage my house and tell her to leave? Because I don't feel weird. I don't feel creeped out or violated in my home. I feel nothing. So I'm not going to do that.
So could this be the spirit of Laura's mother trying to make contact? Let me know. When Grandma comes to visit. TikTok user and proud mother Valley Yunker often records short videos of her 5-month-old baby girl around their house in California. One night, Valley's daughter is playing with her favorite toy when suddenly this happens. The toy appears to be yanked right out of the baby's hands by some invisible force. Now, some cynical viewers of the video claim that they could see a string attached to the toy, but Valley explains in another video that the toy has a cut tag on the back that just looks like a small white line. Valley also says that she's never had anything like this happen before, but she doesn't feel any negative presence in her home. She believes that this could be the spirit of her daughter's recently deceased great-grandma just visiting and watching over the baby.
Lola siguro ng baby.
Thanks so much for watching. My upload schedule is all over the place these days, so please hit the subscribe button and the...
Yun lang pala, kala ko nakakatakot yung number 1. Binago mo na yung content mo ha, Nuke'S top 5 ha. Kala ko sa number 1 talaga ako magugulat eh. Stretching ko na. Ang tagal lang video pero goods na goods tayo dyan. Goods na goods. So maraming salamat sa panonood. Nuke'S top 5 yan, manood kayo sa kanila. Maraming video yan, tas gagawin ko pa ng maraming reaction video, isa-isahin natin yan, tatapusin natin. So comment na lang kayo kung anong mga gusto nyong i-request nyo na i-react ko na video, kahit ano ba yan, okay lang, basta request nyo, G tayo dyan. So maraming salamat sa panonood, like, comment, and subscribe. Hanggang sa muli, maliligo na ako, hapon eh. Peace.